Send us down the road of the crappy Oscars.
Well, I'm gonna be honest.
Let the ray of sunshine come up.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell the truth about the Oscars.
Do it, brother. Do it.
I didn't watch them. I just saw. Throughout the night, I was like playing Apex on Xbox and just checking and seeing who won. And
the shit was boring.
It was. Except for the
really
James
boring.
What did I say?
I don't like James Corden.
What did I say I was doing though? I was playing Apex on my Xbox.
He's not entertaining at all. Yeah, man. The Oscars, man. I couldn't get into it. But the lack of host, the lack of entertainment, the lack of like anything good about the Oscars, except for freaking Joaquin Phoenix.
And talking about artificial insemination of cows.
He was talking more about how women in the United States. It was a whole it was a metaphor.
He was talking about artificial insemination.
It was a metaphor for life.
Yeah, he was trying to. And plus, he's an advocate for PETA too.
Well, then, want to know something? Truthfully?
Yeah, shoot it out, brother.
Cows eat grass. You should kill them and save the grass. Think about it.
But then they poop on the grass and it grows again. Just saying.
Yeah, but still, the cows eat the grass, though. They're killing the grass,
and
so.
Cow manure is used to grow grass again. Just saying.
That's true. Grass grows.
Grass grows. Cows don't.
Yes, they do. Cows grow.
Well, if you keep killing them,
well, a cow grows another cow.
Yeah, cow grows another cow.
If they go extinct, we don't have no more cows.
Let's just shoot right into cannibalism.
Maybe not.
No, we're not going to do that.
No. No, you're not happy about the whole parasite thing.
Yeah, you got one movie that basically won every single award, and it didn't give anybody else a chance to win anything.
Well, it's the sadness about Parasite. Not necessarily the sadness. Like, Parasite won how many? 5?
4? But it won all the major categories.
It did win every major category. Four major categories for movie of the year, for a
international movie,
international best American writer. Best writer, best director, best lead.
Only 4.
Not lead actor, but lead actress. Right?
No, no.
No, because Renee Zellweger won for Judy for best actress,
right.
And
that's
then
right. Joaquin Phoenix for actor.
Yeah. And then Brad Pitt for Best Supporting Actor.
That's
and
right.
then the lady from Marriage Story.
I thought Joe Pesci should have gotten the Best Actor for The Irishman. You know,
agree.
like he really put it out there. Where I've never seen Joe Pesci at his best like that.
Did you watch The Irishman?
I watched the Joe Pesci scenes.
Okay.
Because I was told by a couple of friends I refuse to watch a movie that's like 8 hours long. That's a date. That's But I just want a couple of friends of mine said, you got to watch the Joe Pesci scenes. So I did. And I'm like, oh my God. You know, this guy's bringing it on home.
The funny thing for me was that before my dad passed away last year, right, he told me about different stories of Russ Bufalino and like all these different stories of like old Pittston.
Yeah.
Because he was a Pittston guy. He was a Junction guy. And he talked about stories of like different things that happened. And I was like, holy crap, man. Like, this is entirely true. Mm-hmm. Like, and usually he was a bullshitter. Like, I thought, oh, man. What the
true.
hell? You know, everything was absolutely true, like, that he had talked about. And some things that I won't mention necessarily on podcasting, but...
Oh, yes, because you want people knocking on the door going, hey, the boss wants to see you.
Hey, the best wants to see you.
Just in case, we're all good.
No, but I mean, like, really, really, he did nice things for the community. He did nice things for people. He had a great heart, and, you know, not necessarily all for the good of humanity, but, you know.
Right, though, the initial story does sound fabricated, and then when you actually see it on the screen, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
We knew it wasn't a lie after all.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's... a Bufalino crime family. I mean, when you add the word crime family in front of, in the ass end of any Italian last name,
true,
it's going to sound pretty bad.
Yeah, I agree. But an amazing movie. Really, really an amazing movie. If you guys haven't checked it out on Netflix, definitely check it out.
I wonder how Quentin Tarantino's feeling today, though.
Yeah.
His feelings being hurt again. I told him... As I said, Quentin Tarantino should make a movie about a director who gets snubbed by the Oscars so many times that he makes a movie about the Oscars and makes fun of them. So it could be like a one of those repeating loops against the against the Oscars.
I just think that Hollywood doesn't like him. Like Hollywood likes him, but not like the top tier Hollywood people, or they look down on him, where they're like, "Oh, film festivals, yeah, okay."
Well, the big hullabaloo was the people who were snubbed for the eulogy, I guess, that they made in the very beginning. Right? Did you see that shit?
Luke Perry was not on
Luke
there.
Perry.
Cameron Boyce, the kid that died from
Cameron Boyce, yeah.
There's a lot.
And the dude from Rob Zombie's, all his movies.
Yeah.
Sid Haig.
Sid Haig.
Yeah, but they're like, oh, everyone's online. I'm like, they should all got something at the Oscars. It should have been like a 20-minute thing for everyone. It shouldn't not be exclusively to Jane Fonda's father and all that.
I agree.
It's not fair.
I agree, yeah.
I don't like that.
But there was a huge, a huge thing about it where, like, how do you get snubbed for movies because the movies weren't like #1 hits?
Well, Luke Perry was in Once
Upon
a Time.
Well, he was also in a bunch of. He was more of a TV actor than he was a movie actor.
Yeah, but it shouldn't matter.
He did have,
and it shouldn't really.
He did have a look that's been used before by James Dean.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So it's it's on the line. I mean, yeah, of course, put him up there. Teen heartthrob, he was.
He was a teen heartthrob. Yeah. And I mean, he does have a movie repertoire. He does have a long list of movies that he has been in, mostly indie movies. But
he was in movies, and he was a well-known actor.
Yeah. I mean, even Sid Haig, before he passed away, he was in several. Not necessarily Rob Zombie movies, but he did indie movies before that.
In the 70s, he was in what movies were they called? The Black X. What was that? The Black X. Well, yeah. You know, it was like the movies that Pam Grier was in. Black. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Black Dahlia.
No. It's a genre they called them. It was the Black Expedition. Yeah.
Well, regardless.
She'll look it up. She'll tell me the word.
I mean, he was in some $1 million blockbusters. He was in some huge movies. And once again, snubbed by the Oscars. Like, where the heck are all these people where they're like, oh, man, these are all the people we lost in 2019. Yeah, we'll skip a couple. Nobody will care.
Yeah, there's the screen only fits so many on there. And they're like, all right, we love the list. They're all not living right now. Big problem is, we got to get rid of 12.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just get rid of the whole month of January. Exactly 12 died that month, so February on, we're good.
Screw it. We'll put it on next year. You know why? Because nobody's watching the Oscars this year.
Nobody's watching.
Yeah, nobody's watching.
That's probably why Birds of Prey ended up having a low box office, because everybody's like, I thought this was on Netflix today. And they're like, no, it's actually in the movies. A what? I mean,
they were looking for it on Pornhub.
Yeah. Exploitation.
Black exploitation.
Yes, black exploitation.
Yes,
that's what it is.
Yes, it was movies like what Pam Grier was. Coffee, and there was a couple.
He was in short films. There was a lot of short films. He did a lot of indie films. He did, and like I said, more recently the stuff for Rob Zombie, but.
Well, it's got to be a director's dream, though, when they say they made a script and they're like, we just need 1 star. And they're like, hey, I know Luke Perry.
Yeah.
He does coke near the strip club I live next to. And they're like, are you sure that's Luke Perry? Not just some guy that looks like Luke Perry? They're like, oh, no. He lives in a hotel.
Yeah.
I did some coke
let me call an Uber. We'll get him over. Yeah, he's not even an Uber driver. He's a Lyft. He's a Lyft guy.
He's a Lyft guy. So even better, Lyft.
Yeah, and it's not even LYFT. It's just LIFT. And it's him marking it on the window with chalk.
Yeah, just the carriage in the smart car.
He has it spelled out in tampons on the side of his car.
I figure with any luck, though, next year the Oscars will be on Disney Plus anyways.
You know what? With the state of the world as it is, Disney could take over the whole world.
There was Will Kane, who does a radio show for ESPN. He talked about, I had to watch I was watching the Oscars a little bit last night, and the one guy turned around that works in the studio and says, what are we doing? Trying to be a company man? Oh, my God. It was like, there's another jab against Disney. That guy,
always poking the bear. Always.
I was like, that guy's going to be losing his job for saying that.
Yeah.
Well, it's Disney. It's almost like you can hand them a really great idea, and they will find a way to edit the crap out of it and turn it into a family drama.
Of course.
With no drama. You ever see Disney where they have the family dramas and the family literally has zero problems? They're like one step edgier than Lifetime. Slightly.
Well, I find it kind of...
And you have more actors in the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I find it a little bit hilarious that even internationally, the Birds of Prey movie did way better. Like, way better. Let's see here. International, it came in at $48 million. $48 million international.
Okay.
Not too bad. 33.2 over in the United States to start out.
It's February, so it's a slow month to put anything out there.
I agree.
Shortest month.
I agree.
And what day did it come out? On a Saturday or a Sunday or
Thursday night, Friday.
Thursday night. Yeah.
Okay, well then there's no excuse. I'm sorry.
Now they say that they came in with a small budget, roughly $84.5 million before marketing.
They performed
before marketing.
They performed all their stunts. Like, they broke, like, collarbones. The lady twisted her ankle.
Yeah.
Like,
they came in literally with bones popping from everywhere. And they're like, oh, we're just going to need another stunt person.
How much does stunt doubles cost? I was just thinking, like...
They performed almost all their stunts, except for, like, a couple things.
Well, there's a couple, yeah. But I guess they had some sort of whatever issues or something. But usually you got to think $30 million into marketing. 30 million.
$30 million in
roughly.
First day should crack 100 million. Was that what they were expecting?
They were expecting 80 million first the first
80
weekend.
million?
Yeah,
over the weekend. Yeah,
that's underperforming in a big way right there. Then, yeah. I mean, unless they're doing 30 million a clip for the next, and unless that number stays completely consistent.
Yeah.
Then you're like,
what's coming out this weekend though? I know what's coming out this weekend. Birds of Prey is going to be number 1 already. I could already tell you.
I don't know what is coming out this weekend.
Fantasy Island.
Oh wow! I saw the preview. I thought.
Speaking of box office bombs, yeah, you know what? When we had talked in the beginning of the year about the movies that were going to bomb out for the year, I didn't think that Birds of Prey was going to be on that list. To be honest, and I didn't.
We jinxed it.
Well, no, I mean. Not to say that it's a feminazi movie, but it's a more female-dominant movie, and people are saying, oh, because it's a female-dominant movie, the guys just aren't going to go see it.
They're going to go see it because there's, like, hot ladies on
There's
the
hot girls in there everywhere, like, doing flips and tricks, and, you know, it's literally like watching porn.
Pieces, basically, so
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was literally like watching porn, it would get an R rating right there.
It is an R rating.
It is an R rating.
Guys, it is an R
Yeah.
rating? I thought it was PG-13.
No, it's R rating.
Dude, she smacked coke on her face.
Oh.
When I went, there were several families with, like,
Little kids.
16 and 17-year-olds.
All dressed up in Harley Quinn.
If you're
no,
going...
they actually weren't, which
No?
I was very surprised. Like, thank God.
And that was opening night?
That was Saturday.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of they couldn't let their
Now,
kids
could you tell that it was an R rating? Like, just by sitting there, you're like, this is definitely rated R. There's no question about
Yes,
it.
because
Dropping F-bombs everywhere, too.
Drop the F-bombs. There's a lot of, like, body parts flying off people.
It's the body parts, okay. That's still, decapitation. But, like...
You saw a lot of blood at some point. You're like, oh, what?
If they made it like a more serious version of Harley Quinn, where you see how she became the crazy person, like the full aspect of the
If
idea.
they actually went into a Harley Quinzel backstory, with her actually working at the hospital and then meeting the Joker, going...
They kind of ruined that with Suicide Squad, though.
They did ruin that with Suicide Squad. And I think if they came out with a solo movie for her with that particular backstory, it would have made money. It would have made money.
Sex scene would have spiced it up. One sex scene, you got $1 billion right there.
Would have been money.
Yeah.
And Jared Leto would have been a better choice for the Joker and that particular movie. I think if they did a Harleen Quinzel backstory movie with the Joker added in. I think he got a bad rap.
They nailed the Harley Quinn character, and then so did the opposite with the Joker character.
Yeah.
that it's.
I mean, it was badly written. It was badly cut. It was badly edited.
It's one character you can't throw away because the one is so